Happy birthday, Gemini, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay? So, what I like to do for you guys is to do another interesting reading for you guys, and I'm going to be using a few more of another of my decks that you perhaps haven't seen as of yet here. And what I want to do is just to see what's kind of going on in your romantic situation, and to also see what we can do to manifest the best relationship, or to co-create the most beautiful relationship that many of you have been seeking here. Because as you've seen in many of the readings that I posted, while there may have been some complications along the way, or involved in your reading, it usually ends on a very positive tip here. So let's just see what other information that we can glean uh, from using another deck. So basically what I like to do is, of course, going to focus on your past. Then I'm going to look at your present situation, and this is for collectives, Geminis, okay? And then I'm going to move on and just look at and see what might be hidden, an energy that will kind of appear into your life that you may not be aware of, or you may be wishing it to appear. Then I'm going to look at an obstacle that may come at you, and then we'll go on and just look at a few things that may aid you, or things that actions that you can take, and actions that you can take. Okay, and then we'll just look at the outcome. Okay, so as indicated, I'm going to go on and just get out this deck here. So another oracle deck. Let's pull out these cards here. All right. Okay. And here they are, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go on and just shuffle them up here and ask Spirit. This situation is your romantic situation, and this reading is valid until the end of June. Okay? So what message do you have, Spirit, for my Geminis here? Okay? What message do you have here? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's start with the bottom card. I pulled two. Well, I'm going to pull two of the cards here. We have a powerful move. Okay? And the next card that we have is beautiful uncaging. Okay? So I'm going to combine those two cards here for you guys to just give you somewhat of a story or a message of what I'm kind of feeling that these cards are kind of suggesting here. So, being that these cards are, they're the bottom energy that are coming in here, we see that with the powerful move card, that certainly shows that positive changes are coming about for you guys. Okay? And this card is urging you to embrace change. It urges you to realize, ladies and gentlemen, that you are worthy. Know your worth. And that includes, particularly when you're involved in various romantic type situations. Okay? This card is also asking you to take a leap of faith, a leap towards your dreams. It's also asking you to be a bit more open to a new way of doing things. But before you can do that, ladies and gentlemen, this beautiful uncaging needs to happen here. And what that means, you see the symbolism here where this heart seems to be caged. You have to uncage that. So this is all about many of you still holding on to this eternalized guilt. There's a need for honesty, not only in your existing situation, but a need for forgiveness as well. A need for you to forgive someone who may have hurt you from the past, or if it was you who hurt someone, it's time that you reach out and extend that apology. If that person will allow you. Okay? It's time, ladies and gentlemen, that you release whatever guilt that has been plaguing you. Release self blame. You have to release pity. Release this act that many of you act like a damsel in distress in some way, I'm kind of getting. And many of you seem to have a low self esteem. You have to release this. Likewise, if someone has harmed you and they've been trying to maybe apologize to you in some way, whether you realize it's bullshit or not, it's time for forgiveness. This is what I'm saying. So you really need to examine here, how does your guilt play a factor in your life here? Because it's going to impede your progress, which it seems that there's a lot of good things are going to come up for you guys if you don't make some effort letting go of this guilt. Okay? So let's look at your past situation or the past energy here that you kind of brought into your existing situation, or maybe you might be almost still dealing with it now here. So we have body and soul. All right. So what that card is suggesting, ladies and gentlemen, is that you seem to put or have put others, particularly in romantic type situations, others' needs before your own. And this card is really asking you to really learn to focus more on you. Focus more on your well being, okay? It's time to be more honest with yourself and be more authentic and true to you here, which is what I'm getting here with this card. Let's move right along to the present. All right. We have Pinocchio here sitting here. So we have a tall tale here. So, okay. Wow. Interesting. This card is certainly all about secrets. It's all about denials, ladies and gentlemen, manipulation as well as fear. So either you or someone with whom you are attached is keeping a secret, or I'm kind of feeling again, just as I believe I posted a reading for you guys last month that indicated that one of you is being a bit secretive in some sense. It's more of like I don't see it being that serious, but I'm just seeing it being more of a like white like lies or whatever, or you need to express your feelings, okay? But I'm seeing some type of a white lie about something or some type of secret, or perhaps you're deluding yourself in a situation and it could be attached to something connected with your past for many of you, okay? I feel too that someone with whom you are dealing might even also be having some type of an addiction, from you, and they're not telling you, okay? So let's move right along and see. Okay, with that said, let's see what might be hidden for you guys or what you can expect here. Something that you may not, it's just going to simply just come out of the clear blue. You have Wish Upon a Star. Interesting. This is certainly a very good card for you guys, Geminis. Okay. So it certainly shows that certainly whatever it is that you want, Gemini, it wants you. And this card is telling you that, just wish and act as if you already have it. And so it will. Okay, it's all about that manifesting type thing, that law of attraction. It's all about Gemini. Dreams certainly really do come true. It's time for you to embrace change and to forgive the past here. Okay? So let's move right along and see what obstacle or obstacles that may crop up during this time frame in question here. We have endless possibilities, ladies and gentlemen, and this is usually a very positive card. So let's look at it from more of an obstacle type standpoint. So I feel that the fact that you're going to be having so many opportunities and endless possibilities, as what this card is suggesting, you're not going to know which direction to take here. Okay? And you're going to have to trust your intuition. And I think many of you, you're so used to doing things a certain way that you fear change. This card is asking you to embrace change. Those in it of themselves can be obstacles, okay? It's time that you take a leap of faith, or even trust your intuition a bit more here, because I feel that a lot of you also tend to second guess yourself and you discover that what you thought was right, right? Okay? And I feel that another obstacle is that you haven't fully healed from whatever has occurred to you in the past. You need to stop replaying that same old love song, all right? And if any of you requires counseling, then that might be a step that some of you may need to take here. But rest assured that improvements are coming. But you need to let go of things in order to move forward. All right. So let's move forward and just also just give you a few more or some actions that you might want to consider taking. Okay. We have, well, actually, I'm just going to take a step back here just to give you a few more um, things that you might do in terms of something or a person that may come to your aid as like a helper in some sense. So we have birds of a feather, ladies and gentlemen. That's a very good card, and many of us already know what that means, right? So, what's going to aid you throughout this process is that certainly sharing and being in the company of like minded people who really support your interests and your goals will help you accomplish your objectives, okay? Being in the company with those who make you feel very good about yourself. Okay? So this card is asking you to trust your connections here because as you can see here, there are four birds here. So there's a strong possibility that you're going to be involved in some type of group or you're moving forward or entering into a phase where you're going to be doing things with a group for some of you. Okay? And it looks like this is more business oriented that I'm kind of feeling here. You know that you're going to be getting support. But also, I feel that you have very helpful friends who surround you as well. All right. So let's move right along and see what additional actions or what are some actions that you can take here. Okay. We have a burst of magic. Interesting. So this is certainly telling you that it's certainly time that you trust the messages, the impressions, as well as any epiphanies that kind of come through you during this period here because they are clearly coming from spirit, ladies and gentlemen. And you're going to find that your intuition is certainly very much heightened. And you're going to find that your accuracy level is going to be very much on point too as well. And spirit wants you to know, ladies and gentlemen, that you are, in fact, being assisted despite whether you think that you're not. Okay? I feel that some of you out there, you lost a loved one, or you're just contemplating a spirit, or someone that you recently lost, or maybe a deceased relative that I'm feeling here that you want to know is perhaps if they are listening or helping you, or they're still around here. And usually when I see certain type of spiritual cards or spirit type related cards here, it always give me the impression that a spirit is here, and I'm just feeling a very heated vibrations here. So a spirit is in fact present here with you guys here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just give you an additional message that spirit wants you to know here. It's either a deceased relative or someone that's very close to you that's helping you, but they're trying to come through. And once I give you this brief message, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to shuffle up my magic bag of letters, of 200 letters, and grab out 20 letters to help you identify this spirit in question here. So I ask you, spirit, to come before me and give me a message for Geminis that you are trying to get to them, okay? So what I'm feeling strongly is that the spirit wants you to know that your concept of time is not the same as it is, where he or she is, okay? Because there's no time where they are, and time is only on Earth, and they want you to realize that, okay? And they also want you to realize that they are, in fact, with the rest of the family here. I'm seeing I'm even seeing a child, ladies and gentlemen. I'm seeing that it's a lot of people that surround them. Looks like people who even preceded that person in death that I'm getting. Okay? It looks like this person really worried so much when they were alive. Financial worries, worried about their health, and they're saying really strongly that they have no more earthly worries here. And they're just so excited, ladies and gentlemen. And they're telling you too that to tell you that although you may not understand it now, they want you to know that everything happens for a reason. Even what you may have experienced in your romantic arena, even how they may have passed here. Everything happens for a reason. You can't control things here. And they want you to know that their mind is just totally free, decluttered of all of the worries and stress that they had while they were here on earth here. And he wants you to know that it looks like that some of you may even think that when they pass, because of how they're passed, it looks like it was just so hurtful or very painful. So they want you to know that their death was painful, painless, and to not worry or hold onto any type of guilt, because I'm kind of feeling that you might have not even got a chance to see this person before they passed. It just happened so quickly, and they want you to surrender the guilt. And that extends to what your cards have been telling you too. If you're holding on to guilt, it could be even with someone, deceased. All right? Gemini, they want you to know that you and they are very much connected. All right? And I'm going to give you one more message, and then I'm going to go on and try to select the letters to help you identify who this spirit might be. Okay? They're just constantly focusing on their health, ladies and gentlemen, and they're saying that they're just so healthy right now. And in saying this, I'm seeing all of these animals that appear, and they're saying they're surrounded by so many animals. So that usually tells me that maybe some of you may have had animals who may have passed, and you're wondering whether you're a cat. I'm seeing a cat, I'm seeing two dogs, and I'm also seeing a parrot. A parrot looks is a green. It's like a greenish, blue, orangey type parrot that I'm also seeing here. Okay? So, Spirit, thanks a lot for that message. So, Gemini, I'm going to go on and just pull out 20 letters to help you identify the spirit around you who is assisting you. And this is just to let you know that you're not alone. Okay? 20 letters, please. 20 letters. All right, so let's see. We have an S, okay, an I, a Y, an R, a D, an A, a T, an O, F, D, A, another T, P, A. Okay, let's see how many we have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, 6 more letters, Spirit. We have a Q, a V, an X, an N, another N, and ladies and gentlemen, we have an A. All right, so let me call them back to you so that you have them. There are 4 A's, so A's might be significant for some of you. We have an O, there are 2 N's, an F, an I, T, P, 2 D's, okay, a Y, I'm sorry, it's 2 T's, an R, S, Q, X, as well as V, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So, what I like to do is to end this reading with just sharing with you or just reading you a message simply meant for you, a message that you can focus on, Gemini, moving forward here. And I'm going to shuffle up my special postcards here, okay, so I can give you another message from Spirit, okay, and perhaps a message coming through from the Spirit that came through in this reading. Okay, so Spirit, what additional message would you like me to share with Gemini? It seems that, things are getting on the right track for them. So, what other message would you like me to share? Okay, so seems like this one is popping out of my hand here, so I'm going to read this postcard for you guys. Dear you, oh my, things are stirred up and change is upon you. This is cause for celebration. No need to be nervous, but know that it's okay to be afraid when faced with the uncertainties of life. The funny thing is that courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear. Rather, in spite of it or even because of it, step into the unknown now. Let go of the branch you are clinging to and let spirit take the wheel and help steer you to your highest good and most wonderful adventure. All you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest up to us. There's a load of miracles being shipped your way. Remember what philosopher Joseph Campbell said: take one step forward towards the gods, and they will take 10 towards you. We are all doing a destiny cha cha on your behalf. That's right. Don't be afraid to dance. Loving you always. So, Gemini, this is a very inspiring reading. Okay, so keep in mind that this reading will not resonate for each and every one of you, but if it has resonate, be sure to like and share, subscribe if you've yet to subscribe, all right? If you like a more personal reading, you can certainly contact me at will.brown at watconsultinginc.net. Enjoy your day, and I look forward to hearing your comments, and I certainly hope that you're enjoying your birthday period, Gemini. Thanks.